Well, I don't know how to facilitate, but I can follow. I can follow.
Follow the leader?
Yeah, you know. I can do what you tell me to do.
I know. I mean,
So the town of Dudley, this is the ad hoc beach committee meeting. Call to order and a pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. So our first thing on the agenda is public business, the 5K road race. So after we met with the selectmen last week, we got their blessing. And we have selected a date of Saturday, May 30th.
10 a.m. again, like last year.
Correct, Saturday, May 30th, 10 a.m. the race kicks off. I think registration and all that will still remain the same at 8 a.m.
8:30 to
8:30, sorry,
9:45.
8:30, yes. I know Tracy was revamping the registration form, and I know I actually did discuss with the selectmen about having an online registration, but I think it's a software, it might be a software issue, and we're still kind of, we don't know if it's going to actually happen. So I kind of feel bad that I said it on TV, that it was going to be, and now we're not sure. I don't think that's really been decided
Well, so
yet.
I looked into 2 different companies for the software. The race is posted already on coolrunning.com, or it's been submitted to them for review. So as soon as they review it, it will be posted on that website. And that website links with active.com, which is another, website for registration or advertising events like this. And the online registration would go through active.com and links with Cool Running, so that when you go to the Cool Running listing, it says if you want to register online through active.com, click here. That company, active.com, just responded to me, and I will just look at what they said. If I get set up with our system. Pricing. There would be a registration fee of $20, event passes fee onto the participant, processing fee of $3.25 with a total of $23.25. So it's about, it looks like this one's about $25 total. Another one that I looked at was Planet Reg, and that one was 50 cents plus 2% of each registration, which our registration is $20 beforehand, so that would be 40 cents per registration. So I was unclear whether it was 50 cents for each person or 50 cents flat to start plus 40 cents for each. And even if it was 90 cents for each registrant, if we have 100 registrants, say, and I hope we have more than that, we had more than that last year, that comes out to less than $100 overall that we're giving for that, giving away to the registry, to the online registration cost. And in an event that we've raised over $5,000, maybe $100 is worth giving up, if we're going to get more people to register through the online route. So I say let's see it through and do it. Let's just make a decision. That's my vote, but everybody please voice your opinion.
So you want to go?
If you don't think you want to give up the $100 to do it, then that's fine.
Which one did you like better, Tracy?
Well, I think I need to look more into, I would rather do the active.com linked with Cool Running, because I think that would reach more people. This Planet Reg, I think is less well-known in the
Have you ever
running
used it?
community. I've never
You've
used
never
it. I've
used
never
it, okay.
registered for anything through it. I've never really heard of it. It just came up in a search
okay.
engine.
Yep.
And I looked at it because they had an easy pricing option to look at and review. But it looks like I might need to work through the active.com one a little bit more. They put you in touch right away with a consultant that can sort of guide you through the process.
Uh-huh.
And it said something about you may need to download some software to your computer in order to process the payments from the people who are registering, because that's, you know, another component of it. We
Doesn't
will
it
be
go,
taking.
I don't know, for some reason I thought it went to PayPal.
It may. I haven't gotten that far in the process.
Do you have a PayPal account? Does the town have a PayPal account? See,
I'm aware of.
no, oh, okay. That's the only thing I didn't.
Right.
I don't know how that works.
Can people pay their bills online in town? Like, they must have something then.
Yeah, they do.
If they pay their, people can pay their tax, you know, their
That
fees
is
and
an
stuff
option.
And maybe
online.
that's another option that we can look into, that somehow, you know, however it works with people submitting credit cards through paying their bills
town.
online, we can
Right.
just hook this into that and have them click pay registration fee and maybe do it through the, and then we wouldn't have the additional fee
That might
set
require,
up
that might
Programming.
require,
Yeah.
programming, and
Someone
I don't
in
know
the
if we could
town
do it this
programming
year.
it. Yeah.
Right, if we wanted to do something, I think we'd need more notice,
with. Okay.
so that.
Well,
it
then
could be
I'll
worked
just
on.
pursue the active.com so that it can
Okay.
be linked right into the Cool Running, and we'll go that route.
So that will be an option, as, along with
Paper.
paper registrations that'll be available at town locations, like we did last year, the library,
Right.
the town offices. So,
And I
Okay.
updated the Facebook post just before I
Oh,
left.
great.
I put a snowy picture on there of the beach, and I said it's hard to believe spring is coming, but it's time to start looking forward to our second annual Run for the Beach 5K. So mark your calendars for May 30th.
sounds good.
So share that when you get home. Let me see it in your feed.
Certainly will. Lifeguards discussion, I'm not sure what that is. Michelle? Has an ad gone out yet for seeking lifeguards? I sent you a,
I thought I saw it through the fun run, and it went into my junk mail.
oh, okay.
I went, what's junk mail? I usually get.
Oh, okay. Well, I did see that Webster is advertising already for
Okay,
lifeguards
so maybe
and
we
gate
should really
gate takers.
pursue
Yes,
that,
yeah.
lifeguards.
I know, I think the town administrator asked us to hold off to do that, but
Yeah.
they're already advertising, and I thought, oh,
I'll ask her.
you might want to advertise so that we get a choice.
I'll let him know that we have
And
decided that.
it might be the same kids that did it last year, I don't know, that reapply, I don't know. Is there, I guess I wanted to know, like, now that we have money in the kitty, and we're gonna apply for them, and we're gonna be putting more money in the kitty with the 5K, the consideration of the lifeguards more days than they were this past year is my question.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
would
know.
also like to, I know that when we hired the lifeguards last year, it was sort of, as the summer had already, it was July when they got started, and it had been such a long time since we had lifeguards that it wasn't that smooth when they first started. We didn't have whistles for them. We didn't have bathing suits for them. We didn't, you know, so I'm wondering if those same kids want to come back. And if they do or if they don't, I would love to reach out to them as kids who lifeguard and who have gone through the course and kind of know what's out there for lifeguarding jobs and make our job more attractive to these I know they went into the back room where they were told they could leave their lunch, and that fridge hadn't been open for 5 years, and they were like, oh my goodness, I can't leave my lunch in here. You know, they ran out of there like screaming, you know, so just to get some, so that we don't look like we don't know what we're doing when we hire, you know, the
Right.
lifeguards,
Yep.
and have it be more like,
That makes
we're a
sense.
well-oiled machine here, and this is your job, and for them to.
Is there any type of orientation, Michelle? Was there any type of orientation for the
I
lifeguards
know
last
that
year?
the fire chief went down and showed him how to use the two-way radio.
Okay,
We do need to purchase more equipment.
okay.
The long tubes, things
Yeah,
like that.
the floating
Because they
things,
usually
yeah.
only had one tube. last
Okay.
year. They were sharing it. And they all three, if I have 2 or 3 lifeguards, they should all have
Should have.
Okay.
So they need to purchase some more equipment. And as for the suits, until they're hired,
Right.
I don't know the size.
Right. No, right. But just, to have some sort of, I think last year we were sort of like, were we getting them? We didn't have any we were kind of scrambling looking for them. And then when they came, it was sort of like, oh, they're here. Okay. Do you have a whistle of your own? Because, you know what I mean? We weren't really super prepared to show them, this is what we expect from you. And the kids that we had were really professional and did a great job. They stepped up and did a great job.
What about having a T-shirt versus a suit? Like a T-shirt that bright fire orangey red, or that lime green that says lifeguard, on the front pocket or on the back, versus a bathing suit. Cost-wise, what do you do with the
For the
bathing
girl?
suits afterwards?
I think they have to have bathing suits.
They have.
That might be a law. I think they
that
have
a law?
to. That might be a law.
Oh, I don't know.
They might have
Okay.
to wear a red one or.
I know I purchased the bathing suits for the girl and the boy, the
Okay.
trunks.
Then that probably
Both
is.
of them received T-shirts and hoodies. It
Okay.
was cool in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just if we have that, not the suits and the clothes, because we need to know who they are before we order them, but just if we have some procedures in place before the first day, so
And I
we're
think
not
that's a good
bumbling
thing
around.
if we're hiring enough in advance that bathing suit and clothing material won't be an issue. I think holding off and waiting, I didn't think of that suit part, but that's several weeks probably to get that. I don't know where you get it from. So those are all things I don't know. The lifeguard store. The lifeguard store.
Lifeguard store.
So, what about signage this year? Are we gonna work on signage so that we have kind of like the same, take down all the multiple signs we have and maybe just have 1 or 2, maybe at entrances? One at the entrance by Lakeview Ave and one
By the path.
either off of Mason Road parking lot, right by the fence there, or right as they enter the beach area. I don't know where we put them. I'm just throwing that out there.
So what would you like on the sign?
Hours.
Hours, no open fires unless in the designated
Burning.
spots
Burning.
that they've given.
Drinking, no
Yeah, no
drugs.
alcohol.
no alcohol.
No pets in the beach area.
Yeah, because there's like a bear. Somebody in town has like a Saint Bernard or something that brings, after hours, they bring them right down into the water. But there's still people on the beach, and
Okay.
So after,
yeah, it's tough.
Like, I don't know what time.
But see, at 6
They
o'clock,
close.
and then if we're closing the beach, then there shouldn't be any more beach goers on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
it's tough because it's a really hot night. You want your dog to cool off.
But at any
It
beach you go
happens.
to, like even at the ocean, you can go any time. You just need to know that no lifeguard is on duty after, sunrise to sunset. After sunset, the lifeguard goes home. That's any lake or beach or anyone that has lifeguards.
You just post the lifeguards are on duty
I would
from
just say,
X to
yeah,
X.
we would post the
After,
lifeguard
if you
hours.
swim outside of those hours, you swim at your own
At your
risk,
own-
and you
right.
assume
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
whatever legal terminology. you
Right,
correct
right.
with it.
We've discussed in the past, though, that after the closing of the hours, we wanted the beach cleared. Because
Right.
if you don't, then that's, prior to last year, when we were enforcing sort of clearing the beach at closing time, then people party into the night at the beach loudly, and, that's where all the lights came in, trying to really cut down on that, because it wasn't families quietly sharing some time down
Could we
by the
have
water.
something on the sign? We'd have to ask the chief, but I don't think he would deny this or anything, that police patrol regularly after hours.
Well, you could always say that
It happens every day.
closes. You could say the beach hours are this, and the beach closes at, if it's 8 o'clock or 7:30,
Yeah.
and then there's no swimming after 8 o'clock. Then it's up to you have to talk to the police department and Chief Wayner about if they're gonna
Yeah, they are
Oh,
very
strictly,
good.
they have to
Patrol it,
come by.
Right.
right,
They
right.
come by if they can, but then they
Right.
leave it up to complaint. And if they
Right.
encourage us to go ahead and call if something's happening that's not great, and then we do, and they come right down. So,
All right. Good
what
on
else?
fire.
Can we put no profanity on the sign?
Sure.
Just,
Cool.
and
I
obviously.
mean, I've
you
seen
wouldn't-
everything on those kind of signs. No firearms, no fireworks, no.
Just because sometimes the profanity can be very loud, not that I
Because
would be
what's
walking
the
by
tobacco
somebody's
policy?
blanket
Have
and
a town
saying,
have a
no
tobacco
cursing, but, you know, if I can hear
I
it
don't
at my
think there's any
house,
smoking at the
then.
beach. There's no,
Yes.
there,
Is
the
there a
signs say
tobacco
no
policy in
smoking?
town?
Aren't there signs that say no smoking?
Oh, so good.
But I
would
would
hope they
want-
would-
Good.
That should go on the
That's
sign.
not ever happened. There's a lot of smoking. And I
Well,
brought
it's
this
not
up last year
cigarettes.
because where is else there's there to put it out but in the sand?
In the sand,
Right.
and then
the
your
children
kids are digging in the-
walking
yeah,
through
the
the
kids are
cigarette
playing
butts.
in it.
And there's also, I think that must be in violation of the number of yards from a school building you can be with smoking. Because the Mason Road is right there and that's yards away. So,
Let me check on
We're giving Michelle more things to do.
Does the town have a policy like no smoking in public buildings or public
that.
areas?
Yes,
And-
yeah, we can't smoke in,
Yes, that must cover, hopefully that would cover something like that.
so it is town property.
Yeah, town, because it's town property.
Makes sense.
Goes by our bylaw.
Yep.
and then the big thing that we talked about in the past was how to control the out-of-town
Right. This is,
use, which is the ongoing. We talked about, buying a pass, wristbands, and then just ticketing the cars that are in the Mason Road parking lot that don't have the sticker. And you cut down on quite a bit of them that, because I know on a summer
It's
day, they've
enforcement, I
checked
think
the
that's the
parking
hard
lot
part.
and 90% of the cars are from out of town.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's fine if they come from out of town as long as they've bought a sticker.
Right, and I believe Webster, the price is
Very high.
very high for
That's
out
what
of
I
state. It's
hear
like
a lot of
$25 for the
people-
car to get
yeah.
in for
For one
a
day.
lake for 1 day. So if they want to do that,
Right.
the town makes some money.
Right.
If
And
people
that's
want to,
why everybody comes to the Dudley Beach, because it's
free.
free, yeah.
It's free.
I mean, it is an income opportunity for the town.
you're right.
It definitely is. This is an income opportunity. Not that
No, but I mean, for the town people, you bless them by saying, it's free, but out of town, whatever, $20 for the season, or
Because it always it discourages some people from coming, so
Yep.
it makes it,
I'm not paying.
yeah, so
Okay.
it helps you out either way.
Got $20 for the season.
Something like that. I mean,
I think people would pay it if it was reasonable and, it'd be money coming in. I don't know, but
because we do Rhode Island beaches and for the season and 70 for the ocean, so
for the whole summer.
for the whole summer. So I
Really?
mean, yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, $20, 25. I don't know.
It probably depends on how many weeks. We know what the last day of school is yet, or is it?
Right now, it is
June
June
tw-
18th, I
June 18th,
believe.
so-
June 18th? Unless there's...
There's no more snow, right.
Unless there's,
Snow, so.
no more snow. That's the goal. No more snow. So,
They go back the last week of August, so you're talking at the most 9 weeks, 8 to 9 weeks program, so.
Yeah, usually they're college students that are like
Yeah.
birds.
and this year, the Boys and Girls Club will be using the beach?
Yeah.
Again, I'm assuming, and,
Yeah, we do.
that's good.
We can figure.
It's nice, there's other bodies there, keeping everybody under control. What else for the 5K? Is there anything?
Let's see.
I can't take it to the printer
I did-
until you finish the,
Right, so the
The,
only thing I wanted to put
application.
on here that we don't have, which is right in front of me. So I added that, something we ran into last year was the kids
Yeah,
under
this-
10 are free.
Right, with a paid registrant, they were free.
Right. However, we didn't put in for T-shirts for those kids, but people who come with their 9-year-olds who want to do this want their T-shirt for their child. So
we had an
because
issue.
our registrations cover the cost of the T-shirts, and we don't want to lose money by giving 50 kids a free T-shirt, we said, I just added in that the if you are pre-registered, free, under 10 years old kid, a T-shirt for that child would be $5.
Okay.
So that they would send in $5 for, you know.
That was the only one of the big oopses that we had was
Yeah, the
T-shirts.
kids wanted the
Yeah.
T-shirts. And then once I figure out the active.com, I'll add that on here, that you can
Okay.
register online
Yep.
at active.com. But I want to make sure that that's in play before we
Yes. Yeah, oh, definitely.
completely submit that. And then other than that, it's good.
So
we
it
know
just
the
remains
re-
the same, we've just changed the date, we're gonna add the online registration. Once we have it all set, then I'm gonna go and see Deb about putting it back on the town page again.
Yeah, I included that as our race website, as our town website
Yeah.
page. So there's a link on
She
there.
could put the little icon back on, I don't think it'll be hard. The map will be the same, so she's been
Right.
she's very helpful last year, so.
The same layout, we have the same, the same everything. We're gonna tweak our scoring of people a little bit
Yep.
differently, so that's a little bit
And I
smoother.
actually think we're gonna tweak registration as well. I think everything's gonna be at the beach.
Okay.
It was hard to run
Why
back
should
and
we put
forth.
that then? It was tough.
If I was in
Yeah.
better shape, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Maybe I should, I know.
right.
But I think having registration and everything down by the bathhouse.
We'll just have to have more signs directing people, park here,
Yes.
but then come this way for registration. Yeah, okay.
So I just think that way, it'll be so much easier.
And you can have volunteers in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
Yep.
you know,
Ushering people.
registration, everything is down
Yeah.
at the beach.
Yeah.
Yep. I have already confirmed the music. The music will be there again this
Yay.
year.
Oh, good, because I put that on Cool Running. I was like, I hope we have live music. I'm like,
Yes, I got confirmation. I did, I
Okay.
did.
Same guy?
Yes.
Oh, good, good.
Yep, they were
Like
very
them.
good.
Like them, yeah.
Okay, so we just really wanted to say parking behind Mason Road School. That registration will be at the beach.
Yes,
Okay.
everything will be at the beach.
So I'll fix that too.
That's good.
You're right, because
I think I ran back and forth to
Down
that
that path?
register, and yeah, I felt very
Right.
like non-productive because most of my time was spent on that path.
Yeah, I sent my
So.
boys running back and forth. Yeah.
I even sent my son one time, I did. But yeah, I think the tables and everything can be set up easily down at the beach. Will we be able to get tables? I think last year, did you bring tables?
Yeah, we can bring tables.
We
That
brought
would
some
be-
tables too,
You
so
did?
not a
All
We
right.
can bring
problem.
tables and chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. That would be helpful. So,
How'd the ice cream truck make out last year with it?
I think he
I
made
don't-
$40.
yeah, he didn't really make out very well.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll
Bother with him?
even have that option this year. I think we'll get a water donation hopefully. If not, we'll get water.
Yep.
I will definitely ask the sponsors that I had last year. Cumberland Farms donated nice. I don't know if you know the person at Pepsi. Didn't you get some from
I
Pepsi?
did.
And then you had actually donated water too.
Yep,
So,
10 cases, something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that again.
yep.
Yep.
Fabulous, yeah.
And we can be in charge of the water tables again.
Awesome.
you know.
Thank you.
That really worked out well.
Well, the people in the church, like, that was a good fit.
Yeah.
No, it was a good fit, you know, I mean, it was,
That's perfect.
you know, so.
We appreciated it, and it worked out so well. It really did. It worked out well. Yep.
And we'll have to solicit some people for food donations again for the,
Yes.
pick-me-ups at the end of the race.
Yeah, well, do you want to do oranges again? Because I would definitely ask Joe at Park and Shop,
Yeah, I think that oranges are great.
yeah, and see if they can donate. Did we get 1 or 2 cases?
I think we started with one and then
We
we
got
went and
2?
talked again and
Okay,
said that
got
we need
2.
2.
All right.
And then I know that the Dudley PTO had a race and used our same,
The turkey trot.
yeah, the turkey trot. And they had wonderful luck asking Panera for, Panera gave them bagels
they're
upon
fantastic.
bagels.
Like, that's part of, like, if you go in Panera and go all the way, like, past where you pick up the food, they have, like, this big bulletin board of just how they like to donate to the community.
Yeah.
Really?
So you just go and,
So I think if we had
If you
oranges
hit 'em
and
right-
bagels, that would be great. And,
Okay.
I mean, that was so
Yeah, I
generous.
think they give you
and
the
I
day-old
just-
stuff.
yep.
Day olds, I think, still really good.
Yep.
Yeah, Panera's good at that, too.
Yeah. So that was fabulous, and just an idea for somebody to ask, because sometimes it can be hard. I know the grocery stores will donate, but they typically will give you about a $25 gift card, which is, we're
Right.
very grateful for that as well, but
Right.
you can't get enough to feed all those 150 runners with, that much. So
Yep.
if we could get a little boost from somebody like Panera, or they could give us.
Usually they want something on letterhead,
Okay,
typically, so,
can do that.
yep, that would be awesome. And mailings out to potential sponsors or businesses in town. Do we want to do that again, the letters? Did we get any?
I put together a draft for you to look over.
Oh,
and
okay.
See if it's something that, if you could change it and add to it, or whatever you want to do. I didn't really craft it quickly.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you want to add anything?
No, that's fine. And I did say, I don't know if I said it in front of the selectmen last week or whatever, but the gentleman that printed the T-shirts, the Airbrush Shack, he is willing to match the same price as last year, so there won't be an increase in price. And that was we got a good deal
Yeah, he's
last
good.
year.
We use him.
Dave
Yeah, he's
is,
good.
he is. Dave's fantastic. I was just at his place today, again, for something else, but. Yep, so I think the printing will be all set for T-shirts. He told me the dates. But we need to know sponsors. We'll definitely need to know sponsors by like May 1st. Let me look at a calendar and because he needs so many weeks to print and all that. So with the race being May 30th. So I would definitely need, by May 6th, we need to have all sponsors' donations, like what they're, so that we can have them listed appropriately.
Then you might want to add to the letter then, if you'd like to be listed on the T-shirt, you need to have
Donations.
needs to be in by whatever
yeah,
the
by-
date you need, May 6th or
May
whatever,
6th.
whatever.
Well, that's a good idea.
Just so people, they won't get mad if they mail it in May 12th.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Thank you.
Yes. So,
I have a list of all the sponsors from last year, or at least the potential sponsors. Should I send those out to the same people?
I
mean, all
think
those
so.
businesses?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That would be great, because then I'll go after once I know the letter has gone out, I'll go like the following week maybe and hit them up for a verbal confirmation and maybe, have an answer.
When do you want these letters out?
We need to know by May 6th.
End of March.
Yeah, I would say, how about you send it out like the first week in April? Otherwise, I think it might get lost on their desk. And I may talk to a couple of them beforehand anyways and tell them, oh, it's coming up. I'm giving you your warning, I'm gonna hit you up. So we are looking for, donations from any business that would like to make a donation. So the levels are still the same. The Big Kahuna is $1,000, and there are, what are the perks for $1,000 for the business? I have to look that up. So the Big Kahuna for $1,000, what we had last year was 4 complimentary race registrations and inclusion on the event T-shirt, items placed in a goodie bag, name placed on a banner on race day, and recognition on our Facebook page. The Merino Mermaid sponsor, which was $500 donation, was 2 complimentary race registrations, inclusion on the event T-shirt, goodie bag, placement and the stuff in the goodie bag, name on the banner, and recognition on Facebook. Wave Runner, which is a $250, one complimentary race registration, inclusion on the shirt, item placed in a goodie bag, and recognition on our Facebook page. And then the last one was the Beach Bum sponsor, which was $100, and that's one complimentary race registration, item placement in the goodie bag, and recognition on Facebook. So $250 and up is how we placed people. But last year, I think to make the shirt look nice, I know we did add some people.
Pretty much everybody who
Yeah,
sponsored
anybody that
us,
sponsored got on the t-shirt,
Yeah.
so that's how it happened last year, so. But that is technically,
Which was nice. I mean, I don't think you need to withhold that kind of recognition. That's nice to
Yep.
anybody who sponsors
yeah.
to have that recognition.
So, do you have these, Michelle? The sponsorships, the separate sponsorships, or the page where they put their name, the amount of donation, their t-shirt size?
I have that electronically. I can forward it to you if you want.
Great.
Now with the shirt, the same logo.
On the
I
front.
wanted to, but I want to add the year on the back, because
I
last
was
year
gonna say
didn't
either
have a year.
change the color or do something, because people
Would you like to?
will
Yeah.
collect
They should do a different color, yeah.
each year
Yeah.
that they run, that's, other races do that,
Yeah, we do definitely.
We can
do that.
decide that
Yeah, different.
at the end of April, beginning of May, when I'm contacting Dave. I'll ask him what colors are the, what he has right then and there for good options, and we can vote then.
Good.
I liked the gray. I definitely did like the gray. I had a lot of compliments on it. But I am more than willing to change the color. I have no problem with that. But I do want him to put the year on it. I had hoped he was going to put the year on it last year, and it didn't happen. So I think that might have been a miscommunication on my part. But now this year, I will definitely be like, the year has to be on it. Because the front will stay the same. We won't pay a price for that screen.
Right.
Whereas we'll pay a price for the screen for the back. And that way we'll save a little bit of money. So, yeah. So.
The date on the back.
Right, because the sponsors will change probably yearly. So that would be the best way to do that. No, on the wrong one. All right. Miscellaneous. I know we've talked about a lot of miscellaneous. Anything you can think of, Michelle? I think getting sponsors is our biggest, the most important piece is getting sponsors. I think the runners will come. We had them last year. I really do think, we will get runners.
And I think like the PTO turkey trot will help this, because people will know that this town does 5Ks. So,
Yep.
People.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta call, we need the signs back, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I said I was gonna do that, I forgot. I'll call Heather.
And at the last meeting, when you came before the selectmen, Scott Sikowski was kind enough to
He did volunteer.
volunteer.
He will be our EMT that day. You're right. Thank you for remembering that.
Yes.
Thank you, Scott. I forgot. Yep, so he was there last year and we did fine. I don't think there were actually anybody that,
So we do need to let the police know as well.
yep.
Chief was available.
Right. But it's so great that the music men are coming again.
I mean, he actually,
Island
he approached me.
Castaways.
Yes.
Yes, because the sound system is great.
Yes.
So we can do all the announcements.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, and he
Through
grew
their
up on the pond.
speakers,
He's very into that. He was definitely, he's the one that asked me this year early. He asked me, he's like, so, like, is that still
He's
happening?
got the HighPond song that he wrote.
That's right. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so getting sponsors is our biggest goal. Do you want to set another meeting?
Let's see.
I know last year it worked out really well, and I hope once the T-shirts come in like that week before, we do it again here. And in that lovely.
Yeah.
We had a great system going. That went really quickly. Otherwise, Tracy and I will be up till midnight doing it.
Do you want to do
It's March 4th.
2 or 3 weeks from now, the 18th or the 25th?
We could do the 25th.
May 20, excuse me,
March 25th?
sure. I'll just check. It might have to be in the other room down here because I'm not sure about the planning board. Usually
Okay.
it's Wednesday nights. I'm not sure.
Okay. So the next meeting will be Wednesday, March 25th at 6 o'clock. Does that work for everybody still, 6 o'clock? On the 3rd floor of the town hall. Not sure which room we'll meet in. so. Anything else? Anything we've forgotten? Thank you. We're all set with our lovely little, we've already, from last year, so I mean, a lot of the work's already done. So it's kind of
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, it should be easier this year.
I think so.
Yeah, and once Tracy gets it squared away with that, I'll go and see Deb. And then once I know it's definite, then
I'll be able to work
I'll
on
go
it
and
tomorrow.
print. Okay.
So I should be able to have it figured out and squared away
Okay.
tomorrow, unless something unforeseen happens in my day.
And that can happen. We know. Life happens.
Okay.
All righty, we are all set. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Do we need a motion? Motion to adjourn.
There you go. Motion to adjourn. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.